when you see two O's with two consonants on either side, what is the sound that pops into your heads? Maria? All right. Yeah? Anything else? How about this guy? And this guy? And this guy? And this guy? Can't guess pronunciation. It's impossible. It's impossible to just see two letters and say, oh, that's an oo, that's an ah, that's impossible. We know for a fact that English does not follow any pronunciation rule whatsoever. So, let's just say, for example, if your name is, anybody by that name here? Okay, how would you spell this? How would you spell it? Like N-O-U-S-A-I-N. So, how do you pronounce this in English? You don't pronounce it shin, do you? So, you say shin, but this is not new shin, it's new sheen. So shouldn't it be like double E, or shouldn't it be like EA? Or IE for that matter, you know, because all of these instances are seen in the English language. It's pretty obvious. So this passport organization, guys, they're just doing it absolutely arbitrarily. You know, it's like, her name is Yushin, I say N-O-U. How about this? Shouldn't it be like this? Or shouldn't it be like this? We don't know. That's why this statement is true. So for every actually line of, let's say, silent reading, you're allowing the pronunciation cancer spread. You know, you're allowing it to spread further and further, and eventually one day you will collapse and go like, oh my God, I don't know how to pronounce stuff anymore. So, stop that. And if you do stop it, we can wrap it up right now. I mean, it's over. If you stop reading and instead start listening to audiobooks, we don't need this workshop or any other workshop for that matter. It's over. You know, just go home, it's over. But the problem is, oh my God, I have done a lot of that. I've been told to do this a whole lot in all classes. That's only one source of our mispronunciations. The other source is what? P-A-I-R-W-O-R-K. Pair work. People sitting in front of each other, you know, picking mistakes from one another. It's like sneezing at each other. So maybe we need to reconsider our strategies, you know, especially teachers, you know. When you put two people together and say, go ahead and talk to each other, you're just ruining the pronunciation right then and there, you know. It's like because they learn from one another. Yeah, the hope is that, oh, we learn through making mistakes. That's a nice myth. That's just a myth, you know. It just boils down to our exposure. If you've been exposed to wrong English, obviously you will pay that back, so to speak. So we need to reconsider these things. 1, silent reading. 2, pair work. Group work is even worse. You know, it's like now you have 5 people making mistakes. This also holds true about grammar, you know, vocabulary even, you know, wrong choice of words and everything. So maybe you need to go back and sue all the teachers that have done that to you. Not for you, to you. You know, you're like, oh my God, I've been told to do that a lot of times. And most of my pronunciations come from my classmates. So maybe I should go back and sue these teachers, right? Which is impossible to do because, you know, Oxford, Cambridge, they recommend pair work and everything. So I think that's the root of the problem. The root of the problem, let's say, this is my diagnosis, you know. That's I think the problem that has caused the need for workshops like that. Otherwise, you know, why would you be here? It's like if you stop doing pair work, if you stop making your students, you know, do pair work and also silent reading, that's it. The pronunciation problem will just gradually vanish. It just takes maybe a few weeks. You know, it's just really hard to learn something while you're being bombarded by wrong English from within and from without. You know, it's like you're silent reading, you come across a new word, what's the first thing you do? You pronounce it. You know, you either articulate it or you pronounce it in your head, you stop vocalizing. So, and then it's really hard for those things to be undone. And then you see teachers and the next and the next and the next teachers, you know, killing themselves just to undo all of these mistakes. So I would say, from my viewpoint, this workshop is right now finished. Right now, it's over. That's the source of the problem. The solution is like, don't do it anymore. It's like doing drugs. The solution is like, just say no. You know, yeah, you need to go to a detox center and whatever, but you know, just say no for the new drug. I mean, just say no for what is coming your way. Just say no to it. You know, it's over. So I really don't know, like whether you're teachers or learners or whatever. They're all learners basically, I guess. You know, but please don't do it. Don't do it to yourselves. You know, it's really wrong. It doesn't matter how many people have done it. It doesn't matter who says it's the right thing to do. I know there are a lot of great names behind these things. I don't know, Oxford, Cambridge, Chomsky, whatever. Yes, I know, but you don't want to be victimized by names. Just think about the logic. Silent readings just lead to mispronunciations, whether we like it or not. One more thing is that when your teacher plays something without giving you the tape script. So obviously you hear something and you think it's like, oh, he said 17, but it's not 17, it's 70. You know, so why not give them the tape script? Why not leave the English subtitles on? Why do we make everything a challenge? You know, we always want a challenge. You know? A lot of things can be done easily. You don't have to make it a challenge. So that's it. Anything else? Any questions? Come on, let's and then we try to play. Please, we can pay you $10 for the first question. Come on. Any comments? Anything? Do you want me to leave or what? So really, is there anything you would like to say? No question. Either I'm so convincing in the first 10 minutes, which makes me really, you know, like out of this world, or I've been bullshitting and you don't even think that it actually merits a question. So if I'm that convincing, let's go home. If not, please say something.
Just many thanks for this.
Thank you. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. We have to make this like trend unfold itself because it's been too long. It's been too long. We need to reconsider. We need to re-strategize. Otherwise, we're going to put ourselves in trouble. We're going to put our students in trouble, and the result will be that guy, the minister guy. Did you see that video? Yeah, the guy who said F was focus. You remember that? So we have a responsibility to put an end to that. get the hell out of it now. All of these things are available, and it's just, okay, this is how you do TH, this is voice, this is non-voice. I don't wanna bore you with that, you know? So, I have a few things to talk to you about. For example, when we say this in Farsi, and we say this, you see a difference. One means, the other one is oh, I'm sorry, it's the other way around. Yeah. So in Farsi, say something is hot. You say, oh, hot. You don't say hot. The same thing holds true in English as well. You know, we have lots of. I'll just give you a few more examples in Farsi. For example, this one. And this one. So, we know what this means. This means that, right? But this means. So, these two sounds are not the same. Which one is longer? The second one is shorter, actually. It's like, you don't say. This one is longer. Same thing. Palm and pump. And also, for example, that's a long E, right? But this is not. You don't say that I'm British. You don't say it. You say British. So we do have the same thing in Farsi. More examples. Oh, sorry. So this one is long, right? See? But this one is short. We don't say seen kishi, we say seen kishi, right? So the same thing holds true in English. I'm going to just give you a few examples. Some of you have seen these examples, but I really don't know who hasn't. So, and let's say, for example, exactly. And then lust and lost. Some people find it a little bit difficult to just really pinpoint the difference. And there's a very, I'm sorry?
This voice or sound, I don't know. Say it's so irritating.
Oh, yeah. So usually this is what I do in classes. The first one is shorter, right? So it's cup, but the next one is cough. Thanks for cooperation. I was very cooperative. So cup as opposed to cough. All right. Can you do the next one? Yeah, but pull it at the same time. No, that's for body. With this one, let me just show it to you like this. It's like this. It's like a very little jerk-like kind of movement. So it's buddy. But the other one is body. So my buddy has a nice body. You can't say my body has a nice body. No, you can actually, but it's like after this you can, you know, but not only under normal circumstances. So this one is the same thing. It's like gun as opposed to gone. You know, it's a little bit short. This is the biggest problem that I have seen around this area. People who are aiming for almost this area have that problem. Long and short sounds. It's a huge problem. a lot of people don't get the difference because they've never felt it. The only way to do it is to do it, let's say, kinesthetically. You have to have acquire a tactile sense. It's like, you know, it's like done and gone. You know. So why don't you go ahead and do it and let me know what happens. You can actually interlace your fingers and do it. You can use whatever, you know, a string or something. You just go ahead and practice it a little bit and tell me, yeah.
Could you please tell us how would it be seen for a native speaker where you do not follow these rules?
Oh, the meaning changes.
The meaning changes.
Obviously. You know, for example, the cop was holding a cup. It's like what he said, you offend your message. But if you say, but can you do that? The cup was holding a cup. That's really funny, right? So yes, native speakers overlook these problems. They get it. You know, they never talk about it. They're not, I mean, we're not confrontational with foreigners either, you know. You never tell people from foreign countries, oh, you just mispronounced it. We know what they mean, but they just, you know, it's an ill-concealed laughter. It's like they just laugh up their sleeves, not to our faces. Later on, you know, when they're together, there's nobody around, no foreigner around, you know, they start making fun of us. Exactly the same way we do with people from, for example, let's say Azerbaijan and Tehran, you know. They make pronunciation mistakes, you don't say anything, you know, but later on, you know, we do it. I think I have earned the right to say this because I'm not from Azerbaijan, but I was assembled in Tehran, so you know most of the parts come from Tehran. Basically, that gives me the right to say that, you know, to say that yes, people from other cities do make fun of us. Why? Because we caused that, you know. So pronunciation is the same thing. I mean, everybody can say cup and then cop, buddy and then body, you know, gun and gone, you know, lust and lost. The meanings are different. The same thing holds true about th. You know, for example, when I say I like my father, what did I say in Farsi? I like my father. In Farsi? No, I didn't say Padamus. I said Uncle. I didn't say father. I said father. Father is Fodder. So it's so easy for a native speaker to pick up on these things. You know, and then they go, oh, he likes his father. You know, give him more father. But they never tell us. I think I have said Mampadamus, but I didn't say that. I said I like my father. So father, mother, you know, they all do make a difference, but the difference is negligible. There are no, let's say, linguistic ramifications of any sort. No, of course not. But there are social consequences, you know, like socially speaking, you know, you don't want to be targeted by people who, you know, don't pull punches, you know. Some people don't pull punches at all, you know. So what you need to do is to be extra careful. I mean, when I say you, I mean like we, right? We actually draw on the line. So the TH is a problem, long and short sounds is a problem. Here, the biggest problem for people who are, you know, playing in this area, so to speak, the problem is, oh my God, what time is it? Oh,
35.
Alright, so we're good. So, from this point onwards, I don't have anything linguistic to say. It's okay. From this point onwards, it's all about psychology and acting. Let's say you want to go from here to here, were to go from let's say this area to I'm talking IELTS. This holds true about any other exam, you know. So it's not IELTS. It could be any exam. So when you go from here to here, let's just say if there's what do you call it, like an mock exam or the actual exam, the minute you walk in, you just have about like maybe 30 seconds to get your score, because the examiner will just somehow try to pinpoint your band score. So, for example, you do the same thing. You go to a class, the teacher comes in. If the teacher says, hello, how are you? How are you doing? Nice to see you, and these things, you'll go like, oh my God, I'm gonna ask for a refund right now. I don't want it to sound like that. So here, it's okay to sound like you do in your mother tongue. That's okay. Because, you're playing in this area. Who cares anyway, This is not a serious area for an examiner. But if you want to crank it up a notch higher, you have to change the voice. You have to change pretty much everything. But it's just it's easier said than done. Sorry, that's easier said than done. When you want to actually do it, there are obstacles. And the biggest obstacle is other people's, let's say people's judgment, including you yourselves. Like you want to sound different. Suddenly you go, it's fake, it's phony. I'm sure that you have all experienced this. Maybe you are experiencing this. I really don't know where you're coming from. But I think everybody has been there, has done that. We have all been like, should I say think or sink or ting? Because I'm worried about my classmates making fun of me, right? So if I start saying thing, the first thing that happens is my classmate goes like, ugh, it's American now or British now. So because we're afraid of those people's judgments, we prefer to just water it down and say, think, because it seems safer. But the problem is, after a while, even if there is nobody around to judge you, there is somebody inside who does the same thing. You go like, oh my God, am I supposed to sound differently? Isn't that phony and fake? Am I not being over-Americanized, or let's say over-Britishified, whatever? It's a very huge fear, especially for us Iranian people, because for the past 20 to 30, 40 years, speaking English is frowned upon. You watch TV, all the bad guys know English. They usually have long hair. It's bad to have that westernized attitude. So because of that, I think that attitude has been internalized, and we act accordingly. We go like, instead of saying hello, I'm gonna say hello. Because it's easier and it's safer. It's my comfort zone. So all the consonants will be affected, all the vowels will be affected, my whole vocal cords will be affected, so that I have to make that change. It's really hard for the change to come from within. It's really hard, because there's a huge struggle going on between you and you. But what if you do it differently? What if instead of saying, I sound like this, you say, I'm trying to sound like a person who would sound like this. And you go like, what do you mean? I need to explain that. Let's just say, give me a Farsi sentence. Give me a Farsi sentence. Anything, whatever. Just say something in Farsi. Give me something long. Oh, that was good. Alright. So, can you say that? Can you read it out? No, in Farsi. Alright. Just imagine if you were an American and you were learning Farsi, how would you pronounce it then? See, that's it. That's the trick. So simple. Just imagine there is somebody else. It's not you. So you say, oh my God, so if I can say this like an American, now I have the sound tune up, let's say. Now I can put an English sentence on the same, let's say, arrangement, sound arrangement, then you will sound like an American. So, for example, you said instead of Helios Ordandas, and then you said instead of Helios Ordandas, right? That's good. Now, give me an English sentence. Any English sentence. Come on.
The sound.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, the same translation. Let's go. This noise actually. This noise is bothering me. So instead of Helios Ordandas, instead of Helios Ordandas, and then this one I can say that this noise is bothering me, or what? You tell me.
This noise is
The
bothering.
minute you want to go from the Farsi comfortable way of enunciating this to a little bit unfamiliar terrain, all of these attacks will just overwhelm you. Like, oh my God, if I say that, these people are going to make fun of me. You know, they're going to say, oh, he's just putting on an act. You know, he just wants to pretend to be like an American or a native speaker. So you water it down. But what if I asked you to okay, let's just say this is the Farsi version, and this is the American or British version. It doesn't really matter. A native-like version. So please give me both the Farsi and the native-like version. So in Farsi,
This noise is bothering me.
make it worse. Make it really sound horrible.
This noise is bothering me.
Can you do that again? Can-
Me?
Yeah, sure.
This noise is bothering me.
Can you make it even worse?
This noise is
Yeah,
bothering.
like make it really sound horrible.
This
Oh yeah?
bothering.
Yeah, you can add pronunciation mistakes actually. So let's just say you can really make a mess out of this. On the other hand, you can also go for a better rendering of the same sentence. So let's do that.
This noise is bothering me.
Keep doing it.
This noise is. This noise.
Keep doing it, please.
This noise is bothering me. This noise is bothering me. This noise is bothering me. This noise is bothering me.
Take it to the max.
This noise is bothering me.
So because everybody else is doing, you can hide and be good. But if I pointed you out, if I said, you do it, or you do it, you would be like, no, I'm gonna stop it around here. So yes, if you are in a crowd, chances are much higher for you to be able to push it one or two notches higher and make it even sound exactly like an American or a British person for that matter. So basically, the question is like, so how can I do it alone? How can I sound better when I'm not repeating anything in unison with others? That becomes scary again. It's like being an extra, or the leading role. You know, a lot of these people who are extras, they think they want to be, doing the job of a leading role. But if they were offered, they would go like, no, thank you, I'm more comfortable here. Just run across, I don't know, a street in front of the camera. It feels safer. Yeah. So I know how you feel. You're like, oh my God, if I want to sound better, the first person that is going to make fun of me is me. Obviously, others are going to do that. So how can we do that? There is this technique in acting. some of you might be familiar with it. It's a German thing by Brecht, actually. So let's just compare two actors. One, Harry's Pastrana, right? What he does is that he just immerses himself in the role. He becomes that person. But let's just say Meron Moody. He doesn't do that. He always is Meron Moody, and he is like controlling a puppet of himself. So you see that distance. See, no, he is not acting. He is making a role alive. But he's there. He's like, no, I'm a different person. Some people might put it, you might chalk it up to his being afraid or his inability. Who cares? Two methods. So, you set foot in an environment like the class where speaking English is not only allowed, but also encouraged. So take it to the max. But in order for others and yourself not to make fun of you, you need to somehow lace it with a little bit of Farsi. I do remember there was this teacher that I had. I don't want to name names here because you may not like it. He did a very fantastic thing. So his accent was immaculate. He would come to class and we all would be like, oh my God, this guy sounds fantastic. And then every now and then he would say something in Farsi. For quite a few years, I never understood why he did that. You know. But after a while, I just realized that, oh my God, that guy really knew something. He wanted to